All right, you guys, so Battlefield 2042 has got some news you guys do not want to miss out on. We've got 2 new cosmetics that were added to the game. Battlefield 2042's 4th weekly mission has just been released as well. I'm also going to be talking about the next update for Battlefield 2042 that should be releasing sometime next week. And we've got some unfortunate news to talk about regarding some content creators that are completely abandoning the Battlefield franchise. Hey, what's up, everyone? Wes here. Welcome back to another Battlefield 2042 news video. And to get things started, if you log into Battlefield 2042 right now, you can claim the Ultimate Killjoy player card and the Peacemaker tag for free. I really like the idea of doing weekly cosmetic rewards for logging in. Now, sure, these are just random cosmetics that are not really that significant. Maybe in the future they could go beyond just random cosmetics for logging in, maybe like XP tokens. That way they've got further incentives to actually play the game rather than just logging in to get the cosmetic and then logging back off until next week. Moving right along to our next bit of news, weekly mission number 4 is now live in Battlefield 2042. Now, according to Battlefield Bulletin, shout out to those guys, the weekly mission reward is the Lumber Enthusiast weapon charm, and the first requirement is 2,000 damage inflicted. The second objective is 2,000 teammates health replenished, and finally you have to revive 30 teammates. One of my favorite aspects of these weekly missions is how much the objectives actually improve the gameplay of the game. So with weekly mission number 4 primarily being tailored to healing your teammates and reviving them, that should mean the frequency of being revived by other players whenever you're in the down state improves significantly, at least until most of the community gets their 30 revives done, and then we go back to the state of being revived less frequently, which is super unfortunate. I wish players would just revive teammates, but unfortunately that will likely never be the case. But in the meantime, I like the fact that they add weekly objectives that require players to revive teammates in order to get the weekly mission completed. And that's one of the reasons why I think whenever the Battle Pass releases, it should change this game pretty significantly, especially if they release Battle Pass missions and challenges that reward you in Battle Pass tiers for completing the objectives. If Battlefield does things right, they could actually manipulate this game by incentivizing players with challenges to continue to unlock stuff for their Battle Pass, like reviving teammates, replenishing health, dropping ammunition, and other objectives that are similar that will help promote squad play. Real quick, guys, I'm giving away a copy of Battlefield 2042 and a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, follow me on Twitter, and comment your Twitter handle. Make sure I can contact you. The winner will be announced at 55,000 subscribers. Moving right along, I want to talk about the new update to the game that should be releasing sometime within the next 7 to 10 days. So we're going to go over the potential release timing as well as some of the other fixes and changes that we should expect in the new update. As you guys may or may not know, the developers have actually been on holiday break since December 17th, and they likely will not be working again until sometime in early January, likely the 3rd or the 4th. So what does this mean for the new update? Essentially, they had from December 9th to the 17th to work on the next update for the game. So that is effectively 9 days of development time from the last update to the developer's vacation, which should mean we can likely expect the update to happen sometime next week, likely on January 6th. If history repeats itself in the new year with the Thursday update scheduling, then that should be a pretty good indication on when we should be getting the new update. So if the developers start working on Monday the 3rd, that would mean their development time for this next update would be around 12 days, which is quite a bit of development time, especially whenever you compare it to the previous updates. But I'm not expecting anything major to happen with this new update. I think on the January 6th update, it'll be something smaller in scale that improves the quality of life of the game, like fixing various bugs and glitches to the game, as well as other various fixes and changes that they've highlighted on Twitter. And then we'll get something more significant likely towards the end of January. If we're lucky, it'll be in the 2nd week of January, but there also could be the possibility where we actually don't get an update in the 1st week of January, and we get our first update for BF 2042 since December 9th, sometime in the 2nd week of January. But I think that that would be a critical mistake. If the developers are smart, they would start the new year off with a bang, release something in the 1st week and the 2nd week, and continue updating the game every single week until they get the game in a playable state while simultaneously updating the game with new content. If they want BF 2042 to work, they have to drip feed new content along with other various bug fixes and changes that improve the overall experience. At the end of the day, Battlefield 2042 should be treated like an early access game because that is effectively what we got. So if they apply the similar strategies that other early access games do, not only do early access games release bug fixes and improvements to the game, but they also add content as well. And if Battlefield 2042 wants to continue to succeed as well as monetize the game, then the only way that that's going to happen is if they continue to add more content to keep the players playing who have not abandoned the game yet. As soon as the dedicated players start to lose interest in the game, that is when a game completely fails. As soon as you lose that dedicated audience that is still playing the game till this day, then it's pretty much GG. It's a done deal. The game is dead. New seasons of BF 2042 should be big content drops, but that should not be an excuse to not release content in between the the seasons. For a live service game to work, it has to drip feed content, and unless Battlefield and DICE were able to do that, then I think we're going to be looking at a pretty grim future for this franchise. But who knows, maybe the only thing saving Battlefield 2042 is going free to play. If they get the game fixed, they might actually end up making more money. Look at Halo Infinite's model. They have a free to play multiplayer game that's live service, features a battle pass, and Microsoft is making a boatload of money off of that game. Halo Infinite proved that you could be a free to play multiplayer game that's not a battle royale and still be wildly successful. If EA is not taking notes from Microsoft, then they definitely should be, because if Battlefield 2042 had Halo Infinite's model, then they could have entirely avoided the PR nightmare that was BF 2042's launch. Speaking of a PR nightmare, I want to talk about some news regarding some Battlefield YouTube creators who are actually abandoning this game already. Content creators and YouTubers and streamers are the lifeblood for games to succeed, and the fact that dedicated Battlefield YouTubers are actually leaving this game entirely is not a good sign. The only way to bring content creators back to this game is to improve the experience of Battlefield 2042, make sure all of the bugs and glitches are fixed, optimize the game, and release plenty of content throughout the next few months. But guys, that's gonna wrap it up with today's Battlefield 2042 news. If you guys want to win that PlayStation 5 and a copy of BF 2042, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, comment your Twitter handle, make sure I can contact you. The winner will be announced at 55,000 subscribers. Be sure to like the video and don't forget to check back again tomorrow for another Battlefield 2042 news video.